Before we dive deep into this topic, let me clarify exactly what a withdrawal strategy is and why it's so valuable. A withdrawal strategy helps you determine how much you take out of your retirement savings each year based on the amount of your savings you've put away for the lifestyle you seek. When it's well planned, a withdrawal strategy does three things. It provides income support for the goals and dreams you set out during your retirement. It can help manage the taxes you pay during and over the course of your retirement. Yes, many sources of your retirement income, including your 401k and Social Security, are taxed. And it helps you feel financially secure through your entire retirement under all market conditions, recessions, bear markets, volatile markets, or inflationary ones. Now let's go through four important considerations of a good withdrawal strategy. For starters, your withdrawal strategy should be part of an overall financial plan for your retirement. The plan should take into account your goals in retirement, your risk profile, your retirement savings, the types of accounts that hold those funds, and your individual tax situation. It's common for retirees to have their retirement portfolio invested in various types of retirement accounts. Most are tax deferred, which means that withdrawals after you retire are taxed as ordinary income, kind of like a salary is now. Now, if you have a Roth 401k or Roth IRA, you already pay taxes on those contributions, so withdrawals from those accounts are tax-free. You may have investments in a brokerage account, and both the dividends and any gains from selling the investments are also taxed. And don't forget, you'll likely receive income from Social Security too, which can also be taxed. Now, as you develop your retirement plan, you and your financial planner will establish a systematic strategy for your withdrawals based on your specific situation and where your retirement assets are held. For many people, that means taking money out of taxable accounts first, followed by tax-deferred accounts, and lastly, tax-free accounts, giving the money in those accounts the most time to grow. Now, the systematic withdrawal strategy will also define how much money can be taken out and when the withdrawals happen, such as monthly, quarterly, or even annually. The strategy essentially provides your income during retirement while aiming to help minimize your taxes. Let's take a look at a hypothetical couple in their early 60s. They currently earn $250,000 a year and invested diligently, and are looking forward to really making the most of their retirement years. They have $2 million in their various retirement accounts in a well-diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and other assets. They are confident it's enough to sustain their retirement years. So the couple decides to retire together, and off they go, ready to enjoy their retirement to the fullest. They decide to use the 4% rule for their withdrawal strategy. Now, that's the rule that says you can withdraw 4% of your total retirement savings and then increase the amount by inflation in subsequent years. So they decided to do that, which means they can withdraw $80,000 from their savings to start. The couple has a withdrawal plan of sorts following the 4% rule, but it's a general rule of thumb and not personalized for them and their specific needs. They don't know which accounts to draw the money from first and which ones to delay withdrawing from. In other words, while they have a general idea of how much to draw down, they haven't taken their strategy far enough. They don't have a systematic withdrawal plan which can help manage taxes over the course of their retirement and potentially make their hard-earned money go further. They also lack a clear financial plan. What if they need to do a big emergency home repair? Can they break the rule for that year? They want to travel, but can they borrow money from what they'd withdraw in a later year? What if the markets are volatile? What changes will they need to make? They just don't know, and I'm sure not knowing doesn't feel good. As a result, they can't be confident that they'll be financially secure throughout retirement, and a recession could further compromise their retirement. So the first component of a retirement withdrawal strategy is that it must be part of a comprehensive retirement plan based on your specific situation. And a trusted financial planner can be a tremendous asset to help guide you through this planning. Now, let's dig into the next one. The second component to help you set a withdrawal strategy is to factor taxes into your income planning. Failing to do so is one of the biggest mistakes many people make. Let's make sure you don't make it when it comes to your retirement. Think about it. Your income in retirement is likely to come from a variety of sources. Several of the sources of your retirement income, as I mentioned earlier, will likely incur taxes. And many of these investments and savings don't give you much flexibility in managing the tax bite. Let's bring this to life with another hypothetical situation. Consider the case of a single 65-year-old who has his retirement savings in a variety of different accounts. Most of his savings are in his current 401k at his job of 20 years. Plus, he has 2 rollover IRAs from previous employer plans with a bit less. He contributed to a Roth IRA when he was younger, which has grown over the years. And more recently, he's been investing through a brokerage account, which is now his second largest account. Whew! Well, it looks like he has a lot going on. Now he has to figure out his withdrawal strategy, keeping in mind how taxes might reduce his retirement income. Here's one example that helps explain why. After our retiree turns 72, he's required to start taking withdrawals from his tax-deferred accounts, his 401k and traditional IRAs. These required minimum distributions, RMDs for short, are based on the amounts in his tax-deferred accounts and his life expectancy. He'll also be taking distributions from Social Security by then. Between the RMDs and Social Security, he believes he has what he needs to support his lifestyle in retirement. But when the next April comes, he realizes he has a problem. You see, most of that income is taxed, including most of his Social Security, which lowers the amount of money he has available to spend by 20%. Now his plan for retirement is in jeopardy. And that's why the second factor of a withdrawal strategy is to make sure you take taxes into account. That way you can feel confident you have the necessary income to support your golden years through different types of market conditions, even a market downturn or recession. As I've said before, everyone's situation is different, so your retirement plan is going to be different from everyone else's. A good fiduciary financial planner can work with you and your tax advisor to help you develop a thoughtful plan that's right for you. The third component of a retirement withdrawal strategy is that it must be designed for the unexpected. This could be a large expense from a sudden healthcare issue or even something that throws everything in turmoil, like a recession, a pandemic, or who knows what else. Life and the world have ways of surprising us in the most unpredictable ways. So how can you be prepared for the unexpected? The key is building in flexibility to manage the risks. Market recessions can be less risky when you have a diversified portfolio that's rebalanced regularly. Large, unexpected expenses can be addressed by having a cash account covering a year or two of expenses or an emergency account. Both of these steps also help you address what's called the sequence of returns risks. Now, let me take a minute to explain what that is. When someone says that the S&P has an annual return of 10% over the past 30 years, they're completely accurate. But as you can see, that doesn't mean that every year went up that much. In 2001, it went down 13.5%, and down another 20% in 2002. Another down year was in 2008, when the returns were negative 35%. Sequence of returns is the order in which the investment returns occur. The risk comes from having a market decline early in your retirement, which, combined with your withdrawals, could reduce your portfolio value quite significantly. It also means you have less money invested in the market for your portfolio to gain when the markets eventually recover. You see, such a sequence could put your retirement income and withdrawal strategy at risk, and your portfolio may no longer support your retirement lifestyle. Let's see these ideas at work in a third hypothetical situation. A successful double income couple who are in their early 60s and are planning for retirement. The wife has company stock from her employer, which has grown in value significantly. The stock is making it possible for them to have a great lifestyle in retirement, but they're worried about market volatility, and rightfully so. Just look at what happened in the tech sector this year, already down over 19% by June. The couple doesn't want to put their retirement at risk by having all their eggs in one basket, in this case, the wife's company stock. They meet with their financial planner to define their goals for retirement and their tolerance for risk. Together, they establish a diversified, balanced portfolio that includes a variety of different stocks and bonds that aligns with their plan. Some of the assets may be negatively correlated, which means that when one goes down, the other goes up. So when a recession hits, their portfolio may go down, but it's unlikely to go down as much as a poorly diversified one. More importantly, the couple won't need to adjust their withdrawal strategy and their lifestyle. The couple also set aside money in CDs and other highly liquid accounts to cover a year's worth of expenses just in case the markets turn sour. The couple can then tap into the savings until the market recovers so they don't have to sell investments in a down market. These funds come in handy a few years later when the husband needs hip replacement surgery. As you can see, having a retirement plan and withdrawal strategy that is designed to account for the unexpected, including sequence of returns risk, can give you the peace of mind you need to go into retirement financially secure. The final component to help give you confidence in your retirement is revisiting your plan and making adjustments as needed. Life in retirement is still, life, full of complexities. Changes can and do happen at any time and when you least expect them. Family circumstances, personal health, even income needs. You just don't know what's around the corner. Your retirement plan likely will need to evolve as your life evolves, and you can only do that if you revisit it periodically. For example, our final hypothetical couple are 70 years old and recently sold their business so they could retire. The sale nets $3 million in proceeds that they are using to fund their retirement. Now, they work with a financial planner to invest the funds in a diversified portfolio as part of a comprehensive financial plan. They also work with her on a plan for retirement, identifying what's important to them in retirement and developing a withdrawal strategy to support the lifestyle they want in retirement. Their retirement starts off just as they planned it. But then they decide to buy a vacation home so they have a place where their expanding family of 11 grandkids will enjoy visiting during summers. A year later, the wife's widowed mother comes to live with them so they can give her the extra attention she needs. But through all of this, their withdrawal strategy doesn't change, and this is problematic. Our couple started off great, making a solid retirement plan, but they should also meet with their financial planner on a regular schedule that they set up to make sure their plan is adjusted to their current circumstances. And with every life event, like a change in health or family situation, they should work together with a planner to make sure it's addressed in their plan.